There's a lot of energy that's taking place at this time. And so let's see what the universe has to say. Alright. So what's being released at this time? The first card out, the Three of Swords. And that came out right away. And then we have the Ace of Swords. You're going through a grieving process. This is allowing you to be able to recognize things that may have been pushed down because it caused some despair, some disheartenment. And I get the sense that it was negative words and negative comments that have been like replayed in your mind. And so right now what's being cleared out is the attachment to these things. You no longer have to ruminate and fester on these old beliefs about yourself, connection, relationships. Clarify the Three of Swords. You're overcoming a challenging time, and this has to do with this Nine of Wands. It has to do with your spiritual journey, but it is about spiritual warfare. This is what's going to strengthen you and empower you when you face these things and let it come up to be healed and recognized one by one. You don't have to tackle it all at once. We're on a journey. It's not a race. This is an opportunity for you to see things so much clearer and understand where you are. Clarify the Ace of Swords. You're moving into a place where you're going to really have clarity about with the King of Cups. So this has to do with understanding your heart space, because this is like the wands, the swords, and the cups here. So there is a heart awakening and a purging. The old settlements that were pushed down, they're coming up to be healed and recognized. And then we have these three cards popped up. I didn't even see that. And so it was the Wheel. So we have, with the King of Cups came out the Wheel, the Queen of Wands, and the Lovers. So that's showing there that, you know, this has a lot to do with alignment and you being able to rebuild your confidence in your own inner knowing. You're clearing out all the old things that can't come with you no longer. And this is a part of your spiritual warfare. It's a part of your spiritual strength as a spiritual warrior. This is helping you to really take charge of your thoughts by not warring with yourself, but allowing these things to come up with compassion, understanding. You're being a lot nicer to yourself, more compassionate, understanding of who you are, how you feel. So Aries, you're starting to really bring down the walls, the barriers. You're starting to be more comfortable with being in your own skin, because with this Queen of Wands here, you know, it's like it's reinvigorating your confidence. You're much more trusting of divine timing. You're much more aware of your flow, and you're actually stepping into a greater feminine energy, a greater sense of inner knowing and patience that's helping you to really cultivate. So this is helping you to come out of maybe even acting impulsively. You're clearing out any compulsion to react. There's a lot of alignment here. It's harmony. And so with this, your masculine and feminine energy is being way more softer, and you're letting down your walls and barriers, because there's a purge here. And then you start to operate out of your fullness, your confidence, your radiance, your light. And this is causing a greater sense of inner peace and trust. So let's see. How are you going to reclaim your personal power? How is Aries going to reclaim their personal power? Almost fell on the candle. This card flipped out first. I will see what it is. Let's see. Let me pull these. Alright, so we got the Page of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So, like I said, there's an integration, a cultivation. Now, this card popped out first. It's the Four of Wands. So, right now, the personal power that is being restored here. There's a restoration. It has to do with slowing down. This Aries, this has a lot to do with you starting to pace yourself, slow down. But it comes with the sense of there's a foundation that has, through what you're experiencing right now, there is a foundation being set of you being way more observant and really taking the time to cultivate things, letting things play out before you. Instead of being reactive, it's like I picked up before, you're now much more capable. Your personal power throughout this situation is going to help you to really be more capable of sitting with your energy. So when restlessness and impulsivity come up, you're going to be able to really ground yourself, allow things to take place, take shape, take form, giving you a greater confidence in trusting divine timing. And so you're working, this situation is coming in now so that you can work through being the observer, paying attention to your thoughts, allowing things to come in, receiving the downloads, and then instead of just jumping out, you take the time to let things cultivate and fall in place for you. So you're no longer, it's like you're no longer putting up walls and barriers to receiving, you know? Because then clarifying this, we have the Temperance card and the Nine of Swords. So you're healing in the area, and then we have 9 here, in the area of being able to face your fears and obstacles and challenges with a greater understanding, a much more balanced approach. And it's going to help you to really start to cultivate a greater sense of awareness of your own divine timing, your flow. I know I keep saying that, but it has something to do with ease, security, and really understanding your own rhythm. And then knowing that you are uniquely you. You are, this is your time. You're not on anyone else's time. You're going to be able to firmly root yourself in a much more harmonious approach to life. And things are going to come in a lot easier for you because then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So it's planted on good ground. This is the seeds have already been planted to ease your burden with this Ten of Wands. And then with the Hierophant, this is like to ease your burdens and then follow the wisdom. Everything you've been taught, all the new beliefs, structures, plans, details. It's like this is about you setting up structure and really operating out of a structure that's going to allow you to receive like a synergy. I hear a synergy, but then I also see the infinity symbol. There is a flow and an infinite, abundant roll. Something that just keeps flowing in and out, and it's really connected to your nervous system, your heart chakra. It's connected to your earth star chakra, the roots. So it's like being grounded and suited at every level, completely imbalanced, but it's like also being in a very synergist. So you're in the flow with the divine, co-creating with source, and it's really moving in a direction that's going to have everything on all cylinders, and it will be like a very high level energy flowing. So they're really moving you to a higher vibration and help you to operate out of a fullness, a true fullness. So you're reclaiming your personal power through trust, surrender, and allowing. You are operating out of your divine feminine, male or female, your divine feminine energy. You're really starting to tap in with source. So what's being mastered? What energy is being mastered at this time? Okay. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles, sorry. And the Devil. Okay. So this is detachment. So you're really starting to master with, and that's crazy how that card comes out with this, because this is like self-mastery. Practice makes perfect. You're really starting to learn and master the art of detachment. So this shedding that you're going through, this purging that you're going through, this spiritual test that's helping you to alleviate all of the suffering and the grief. So I just heard the loss. And it's like the loss, it's like the letting go, the shedding, the purging. It does, we don't talk about that part of the spiritual warfare, that it does come with a loss or a feeling of loss or a space and a void where we're focused on trying to recalibrate ourselves to know, where are we at this point? Who are we at this point? So you're dealing with who you are as an identity. Where are you right now? And then you're also integrating, and that's the power you're bringing back, integration of the trust and the knowing that you are safe, and being able to be in your own state and rhythm, authentic to you. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. The King of Wands. So now we have a matching energy, and the Hermit. Very nice. Now we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here. And so, we're in Leo season, and that powerful creative force, this really telling me is that you have really started to take the lead and understand that you see the bigger picture of this. You gain enlightenment. There's a truth that's been revealed that's helping you to really stick with this and dedicate your time and effort into allowing this healing to take place. You really have gained a lot of inner wisdom. There's been a lot of time of contemplation, but also it's like spiritual practices that hone in on you going within and meditating and really seeking knowledge and wisdom, not from outside sources, but from your inner world. This has helped you to really dive deep into the areas of you being able to delegate. To Aries, finally, once and for all, let yourself be supported by source. Give up the egoic part of you that wants to be the lone wolf. It's time to cultivate co-creation. Clarify the Devil. See, a heart awakening. The Ace of Cups. This has helped you to really see how much was blocking your heart. The attachments, the things that were coming up, this old settlement of old belief patterns and structures and ways of being. I just said co-creation, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. So, it's like the co-creation, the collaborating, and it's the filling of your own cup. It's the overflow that you'll be operating out of. You're starting to be rewarded as you move through this energy. It takes time, and that's the whole thing, though. Recognizing that it's not about time. It's about recognition, understanding, compassion, trust, devotion to the new path, the clearing away. Because what you change your focus to, whatever you remove your focus from will dissipate. And then really putting this to practice in a practical way on a daily basis, with structure, with the divine guidance, and then also the belief system that's going to allow you to take on the new. See the new. Focus on the new. All right, so let's get one more divine message to close it out. That came right out. Okay. Divine love. That's beautiful. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Aries, I mean, you can't, that sums it up. It's everything I was saying, you know. This is an ego death. It's helping you to shed an old identity of control and release a lot of the barriers around your heart so that you can receive and be able to cultivate from a place of ease. You give it to spirit and let spirit do the work right now. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. I mean, you can't make it up. The Wheel of Fortune, right there. It's like, you'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. I mean, that's phenomenal. Surrender. Be present with Source. Let the universe fight your battles. You fought and fought. You are strong. That is who you are, the spiritual warrior. And so now the battle has, the conditions have changed. It's a new operating system. Karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in this current life. And like, now you really do understand it is about, you don't have to try to rush off to the next thing. It is about feeling it so you can heal it. And trusting your path and your healing process. Alright? So, you know, Aries, I thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. If this message resonated with you and you want to share what's happening on your personal journey, what's clearing out of your energy at this time, please, we are not alone. Remember, we're all in this together. Share with the group. Keep in touch, you know, subscribe so you can get notified when new content is uploaded. I look forward to you becoming a part of the Feminine Rising community. And as I always say, you know you are beautiful and special, just the way you are inside and out. God loves you and I love you. See you in the next one.